native config file. Other one is by using external config file. So shall we see how to deal with what? Native config file and external config file, my dear. Okay, guys. Okay, now let's see. Other day, I think we completed the discussion about what? External config file. Now time has come to go for what? Native config file or not there? Yeah, what is the subject, guys? 9. Yeah. Close all editors, guys. Close all editors. That's good. Great. Yeah. Now we have to worry about going for native config file, right? Yes. Okay. Let's concentrate on how to deal with native config file here. File open. File open. Where is this, guys? Spring here. Tell me. Where is that? 915. Yeah. What is there? Cloud MS. What is there, guys? Cloud MS. Session 9. Where is this? Session 9. Config server refresh course. No. Still session 8 only is still there. Session 8 native config file still we need to discuss or not there. Session 8. Where is that? Session 8, guys. Yeah, more on microservices. More on microservices intra-communication. Yeah. Native config file, local system drive, right? Yes. Yeah, it is suitable in what? Dev and test environment, but not in UAT and production. Only testing purpose it is good. Use this in dev test environment if you are not ready with what? Git accounts. Generally, we place this native configuration related application dot properties in the Spring Cloud configuration project itself. A Spring Cloud project also allocates memory and hard disk, na? If you save the application dot properties, come on. It is indirectly in the Spring Cloud config server project. So that is also allocating memory and hard disk are not there, which also uses local system drives. In all environment, the industry prefers using what? External config server by placing what? Git accounts. Yeah, same as previous application, but I don't want to work with Git account. I want to work with what? Native config file. What I do is in config server project, already one application dot properties is there. Apart from that, one more application dot properties I place having common keys and values. This location I will try to give what? This location I try to give to what, guys? Main application dot property file of config server telling that so and so place native config file is there, collect and take it. That's a one point. One more point, whatever default profile that is activated in config server, that is always there to work with external config server, external config file. Now, if you want to make config server project working with what? Native config file, you have to activate profile as native. You need to activate profile as what? Negative. Sir, we are not working with the profiles, na? And a config server project is what? Our Spring Boot project, which is already extending from some more starter project, right? There by default, what profile is in active mode? External. So by default, it looks for external config file only, na? Now, if you want to work with a native config file, you have to explicitly add what point, guys? Native config file. You need to explicitly add what, guys? You have to activate one what profile, guys? Native profile. You have to add manually native profile or not there, guys. Give me 1 minute, guys. Okay. Develop Eureka server application. Develop a config server, guys. Yeah. Now let's take up this. This is Eureka server project, config server and cot ms. I think this one and billing. Okay. Copy this. 1 minute. This config server I'll put, guys. 1 minute. Arre. This config server I'll put, guys. This is my what? Native config file. This is my native config file, guys. This is definitely my what? Native config file. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm taking this, guys. 7, guys. What is there? 7. Config server. What is there? Config server. Native config file. This one, guys. Yeah. Config server. This is a native. No, that is already external. 1 minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute. This is external. Copy one is need what? Native. This is external or not there? One, two, three, four. Where is this? 7. Cart MS config client. What is there? 7. MS provider config client. This is my Eureka server. This is my what? Eureka server. Tell me next one. 07 config file. 07 config file. Yeah, this is not external config, guys. This has to be native config file or not there. Yeah, this is a native config file. What is that file, guys? Native config file. Yes, 07070707. Okay. Provider MS, that will not change. Only what will change? Native. Okay, here, look at the documentation. Enable config server, that's fine. Add new application.property file by creating a folder like what? Config in SRC main resources folder to keep what? Common key value pairs required for what? All MS projects. All MS projects. Okay, here what is there? SRC main resources, one side what? Config. Inside that application dot properties is there or not there, guys? Inside that application dot properties is there or not there, guys? Okay, boss. Tell me here, what is the story, boss? SRC main resources. Tell me here, where is the package? Com dot nt dot. Tell me. Okay, array package. So, no. I think better to take folder kind of thing. Package we can take, folder we can take. Not a problem. Not compulsory config. Any name we can give. Yeah, here is my what, guys? New. What's there? Other file is what is there? File. This is my what? Application dot proper. New application dot properties. Are you understanding my statement there or not there? Okay, guys. Yeah, here db dot user system. db dot user system. db dot password tiger. db dot user system. db dot password tiger. Yeah, here are my common properties are not there. db dot user system. db dot password tiger. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Super. Yeah, this is there. But this file we have to configure or not there? How to configure? This file you have to configure in main file. Where is that? Okay. spring.cloud.config.server.native.search locations. What dot? Native.search locations. What dot? Native.search location. Server dot. Here, what is there? Native dot. What location, guys? Native.search locations. What is the search location that we have to take up, guys? What is the search location we have to take up? We have to give the name and location of this file or not there. Class path :/config. What is there? Class path :/config. Class path :/config. Are you getting my point there or not there, guys? spring.cloud.config.server.native.search location class path :/config. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay, boss. Spring.application.name. This is 7th project, na? Yes. Config server project. Location of this one. But whatever parent starter that is added by default ready for external configuration. But now I want to be ready for native. So I need to activate one profile or not there. Spring.profiles.active. What dot active, guys? Activate the profile. What is there? Spring.profiles.active. What is there? Nate. Spring.profiles.active. What is that, my dear? Nate. That's good thought. Okay. Server.port 8888. Spring.profiles.active is what? Native. Spring.cloud.config.server.native.search locations is what? Class path :/config. Are you understanding my statement, guys? So now it is going to collect the common key value pairs from main property file or not there, guys? Okay, guys. Yeah, this is my Eureka server. Yes. This is my com.nt. Let me change the project main class number to 7, guys. This is my Eureka server application. Say next, guys. Say finish. Say next, say finish. This is my Eureka server. This is my config server, guys. 07 config server application. Core to MS. Zero seven. Say this. Say this. Where is this? 07. Say next. Say next. Say finish. Yeah. We are ready with this or not there? Okay, CORT-MS config server native config file. This is my what? Eureka server. This is my Eureka server. Are you getting my point there or not there? Okay, that's good. Great, fantastic. This is my application.properties, guys. 8761. This is false. This is again false. Okay, I think native config is ready. This time it is not linked with what? Git account. It is linked with what? The property file that is there in what? Config server. Config server means allocate memory in hard disk, right? Okay, now let's see. Yeah, this is my Eureka server, guys. Done. com.nt, right click, run as Java application. Run as Java application. This is Eureka server. Yeah, this is native config file. Done. Config server, native config file, guys. Next, Eureka server, guys. This is Eureka server, config server. Next one, CORT MS config client, billing MS config client. Okay. Right click, run as Java application. Yeah. Next one, config server native config file. Run as Java application. Yeah. Here is this one. HTTP localhost 8761. 8761. Right. This is my consumer application, CORT-MS. There. What is there? CORT API / CORT. We are getting System Tiger twice. That means it is collecting from native config file or not there. You cannot say it's coming from external config file. Definitely you should say it's coming from native config file. So same thing, location is changed and profile is by default, profile is there to work with external config. We changed the profile to work with what? Native config file. Is that clear, guys? Okay. Yeah, see? The parent project of config server is having profile. The default profile is designed to get linked with what? Git account. That means taking external configuration, whereas native profile is designed to get linked with what? Native config. So we are activating what? Native profile. So we are activating what, guys? Native profile. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Run Eureka server project, config server project, and run all MS projects. And we are able to see native config file is also working properly or not there. But here, one technical issue is there. What is that? Whenever you modify native config file content or external config file content, that modification is not reflecting in what? Microservices immediately, unless until we restart them. I don't want to restart them, but modification should reflect. For that, we have to start working with a special actuator called refresh actuator. What actuator? You need to start working with what? A special actuator called refresh actuator. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Come on, everyone. Okay. A special actuator called refresh actuator. Yeah, that's good, guys. Second last. No, not that. Yeah. The modification done in GitLab, Git account, external config or local config file content will reflect to all the microservices only when we restart the config server and all microservices. But restarting config server every time for every modification is done. A modification done in external config file is what? Not a recommended process. Same problem is there with respect to native config file also or not there. To overcome that problem, we can use a refresh scope with the support of what? Spring Boot actuator. What actuator? Refresh actuator. Ready-made endpoints or ready-made microservices, guys. If we create project in GitLab, private project, we need to pass username, password, and those entries are there. Yeah, functional. Acha, actuators are there giving ready-made non-functional features. What do you mean by functional feature? What do you mean by non-functional feature? The main features of the project are called as what? Functional feature. The supporting features of the project are called what? Non-functional features. Are you getting my point? You take a bank project, guys. Withdraw money, deposit money, all these are what? Functional feature. They are main features, right? Tell me. Okay. Non-functional feature. Logging, auditing, security. All these are called as what? Non-functional features. Are you getting my point there or not there? Logging, auditing, all these are technically called as what, guys? Non-functional features. Understood my statement or not there, guys? Come on, everyone. Got the point or not there? Okay. So now let us feel the problem, guys. Already project is in running mode. That's good. So I go to application.properties. I changed this one to Tiger one. I changed this one to Tiger one. Refresh. Am I getting Tiger one here? Am I getting Tiger one there? No. So when it is coming, When it is coming, 1 minute. I have to stop the config server project. What project? Okay, I'm trying to run the config server project. Here is my what? Config server project. Right click, tell me, run as Java application. Run as Java application. Yes. Yeah. Is it coming? Now I restarted config server. Let me restart my cart MS also, guys. Yes. Let me activate cart MS. Where is my cart MS, guys? This is the cart MS. Okay. Let's restart the cart MS. Right click, tell me, run as Java application. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. That's good. Say refresh. Tiger one has come because I restarted only MS1. MS2 not coming, right? Because that is not restarted. So if I restart MS2, there also modification will reflect or not there. Where is provider? Stop this. Where is this provider? Right click, guys. Run as. What is there? Java. Boot MS Pros 3, right? Yes. Say refresh. Say refresh. Again, Tiger 1 has come or not there? Definitely Tiger 1 has come. What do you say, guys? Definitely Tiger 1 has come. What do you understanding my statement, boss? Okay, boss. db.user, this one. db.pwd, Tiger 1. db.pwd, Tiger 1. Okay. Super. This is the whole process, guys. Billing MS, cart MS, this. But I don't want to see that's happening. I want to see modification recognized automatically. Let's stop everything. Now, for that one, we have to work with a refresh actuator. Actuator is a ready-made microservice giving non-functional features of the project. Logging, auditing, giving all bean ID, all threads information, all processes information, all scheduling related information, all want scheduling related information, all this stuff, right? Keeping that in mind, guys, keeping that in mind, we have to think about going forward. Okay, refresh actuator is there, whose work is this only. Getting the changes from external or native config file, updating to microservices, though they are not restarted. Though they are not restarted, but you have to give request to this ready-made microservice to. Array, refresh is one ready-made microservice. Refresh is what? One ready-made microservice. Are you understanding my statement or not there? Got the clarity or not there, guys? Super. Okay, guys. Shall we see? Shall we see how to handle that one or not there? Shall we see how to handle that one or not there, guys? This is billing MS. This is config server. This is what? COT MS. Everyone getting my point there, guys? Okay. This is my Eureka server. This is my config server. This is my what? COT MS. Okay, same thing, but in microservices, I'm going to add my actuators starter. This is what? Spring, guys. Add starters, guys. Add starters. Yeah, tell me, where is this? Add starters. Actuators. Spring Boot actuator. Say next. pom.xml. Save finish. pom.xml. Save finish. Next one is what? COT. COT MS config line. Here also we are adding add starters. Add starters. Yeah, tell me here. Actuators. Spring Boot actuators. That's good. pom.xml. Save finish. Actuator. Save finish, guys. Tell me. What is the story that we are looking for, guys? Come on, everyone. Yeah. So now we have to add 1 minute. On the top of this REST controller, we have to add this is MS, COT MS service. Tell me, at the rate, refresh scope. Refresh. That means every time whenever change is done, it has to be okay, refresh scope. This is done. But if we just add the starters of actuator, not enough. You have to activate them also. How to activate? You need to add special property for activation, guys. What is the special property that you have to add is this. Management dot or anything related to actuator, they start with management. Management dot endpoints dot web dot exposure dot include is equal to star. That means we are activating all the actuators. Everyone getting my point there or not there, guys? Super. Okay, guys. Tell me. Activate all the actuators. Management dot. Tell me. Management dot. If you have multiple controllers, so we need to include refresh. No, no, no. In every actuators are related to what? Each project. There are so many actuators, but we have to activate only one actuator, that is refresh. Nearly 15 plus actuators are there, but we are dealing with only refresh actuator. I think Kishore, I think I answered your question. And moreover, controllers are one per process, one per module, na boss. Controllers are always one per module, right? Yeah, if you have multiple controller classes, yes, you have to add that one. Management dot, endpoint dot, endpoint dot. Tell me. Management dot, endpoint dot, web dot, exposure dot include star. Web dot exposure dot include star. Refresh is a ready-made endpoint, ready-made microservice. That means it is also independent project like this, boss. If you give post mode request to that, what mode request? That will be activated, that recognize the changes done in native config file and reflect those changes to whom, guys? Okay, MS microservices. In that process, if needed, it becomes ready to create a new project. Sorry, new object for the controller class. If needed, it creates new object for the controller class. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Yeah. Look at this Eureka server, guys. Tell me. This is my Eureka server app. Run as what? Java application. Run as Java application. Run as Java application. Yeah, that is 07. Next what? Config server. Right click. Tell me. Run as Java application. Yeah. Cart MS client. Run as Java application. Run as Java application. Run as Java application. Yeah. Tell me next one. MS. This is billing MS or not there? Run as Java application. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. Super. Okay. We are ready with this story, guys. Refresh actuator is there now, right? Hmm. Refresh config server. Where is config server? Here is the config server. Okay, now let me give the request now. Say refresh. Okay, Tiger one is already there coming, but that is not a big issue now. Okay, go to config server project. There, this one okay. Config slash application dot properties. Tiger 2 I am placing. What is there? Tiger 2. Say refresh. Still Tiger 1 only, na? After adding all these things. No. Refresh is one ready-made microservice. Unless until you give request to that, it won't recognize because that is actual one who is pulling the changes now, boss. It's a ready-made microservice. Okay. So now, and moreover, it is expecting post mode request, not the get mode. So when it is expecting post mode request, I have to give request by using Postman tool or browser. Postman tool. Can I give post mode request from browser directly, guys? Can I give post mode request browser directly, guys? Come on. Yes. Yes, boss. Yeah, tell me here, where is this? Allow. 915 boot MS pros 03. Right. Okay. I think one more thing I have to take. Blank collection. Yeah. 915 boot MS pros. 915 boot MS pros. 915 boot MS pros. What is there, guys? 915 boot MS pros. Refresh actuator. 915 boot MS pros refresh actuator. Add request. Where is that? Request to one. Add request to one. Are you getting my point there or not there? Okay. This is what? Post. What is there, guys? Post, guys. Tell me here, where is the story? Where is the story, guys? We have to give this one, nah? We have to give request. Yeah. HTTP client MS is running on which port number? Any idea? 6677? 6677. Local host 6677. Cart MS. No. This time not that. You have to give request to actuators, right? Actuator is one URL. Followed by that, what is there? Refresh. 6677 cart MS actuator. What is there? Refresh. These things are added or not added, guys? Yes, boss. Click on post mode request only we have to give. Click on refresh. Click on refresh. What's the problem? HTTP not found. Localhost. Actuator slash this. Oh, anything wrong here? Oh, single slash has come up. Fine. Click on it. DB, it's recognizing only DB password is modified now, boss. Okay, now save this. No, here only I will test. Otherwise, let's go here. Refresh it. Tiger 2 has come. Sir, why only one time it has come? Because I have not given refresh actuate request with respect to provider MS. Only with target source MS I have given, right? Okay, that's good. So provider is running on which port number, guys? 7792 port number. Okay, that's good. Yeah, go to post, guys. Okay, add request, boss. Request to, guys. Yeah, this time, what's the port number I am looking for? 7792, right? 7792. Cart MS actuator refresh. Cart MS, cart yeah, billing MS. What is the MS I am looking for? Billing MS actuator slash refresh. Click on what button? Send button. Hey, it is not saying not found, Ra. Anything is missing. I'll give Tiger 3 this time. Say refresh. Okay, say refresh. What's the port number of target MS? First tell me. Config server billing. 7792. 7792. Okay, fine. Let's go to Eureka server. Refresh, guys. 7792. Tell me, guys. 7792. Here is my billing MS. Here is my what, guys? Billing MS. 7792 billing MS. Actuator slash refresh. Sorry. Here I have to give. Billing MS is not there. Spell mistake. Oh, refresh annotation is not added. Sure. This is my billing MS, guys. Okay. Billing API is there. At the rate refresh co. At the rate refresh co. And did I activate the actuators there? I don't think so. Yeah, that's another problem now, my dear. Did I activate the actuators? No. Activate all the actuators. Say save it. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Okay. 7792. What is there? Refresh. Not this, not this. Say refresh. Okay, let's go to provider MS. Stop this. Right click, run as Java application. If needed, otherwise we can stop everything and we can check. That's not a big issue. Say what, guys? Refresh. Provider MSC is terminated. That means provider MSC is already running. 1 minute. 1 minute, Raghav. It's not error. Yeah, on step side, let's start everything freshly, guys. Yeah, where is this? 07 Eureka server. Run on Java application. Run as Java application. Run as Java application. Next one, config server. What is there? Config server. Run as Java application. Config client. Java application. Cart MS. What MS, guys? Cart MS. Cart API / cart. What's happening? Still loading, or any server is missing? Yeah, all are ready, na? Config server, Eureka server, cart server. It's running. Yeah. Tiger 3, see, don't worry. It's already it's coming. That's not a big issue. Go to application.properties, guys. But go to config server now. Config server. Application Tiger 4. Remember it. I have not given request to refresh, guys. It's still showing Tiger 3 only. It's still showing Tiger 3 only, right? Okay. Now I'm going to this cart MS. It recognizes password is modified. Password is modified. Okay. Target MS. It is also recognizing password is modified. You will get it. Password is modified. If you modify both, it will show both properties are modified. Refresh. Am I restarting the application now? Am I restarting the application now? No. Everything is now taken care by refresh actuator or not there? Yeah, that is the beauty of refresh actuator. Check it out. The convenience annotation to put @bean method definition in what? A refresh scope. Beans annotated this way can be refreshed at runtime, and any components that are using them will get new instance on the next method call, new object. fully initialized and injected with what? All dependent. For every method call, new object will be created. New object means new injection. New injection means recently acquired data from external config or native config will be injected or not there. You can do same experiment while dealing with what? External config also, guys. Yeah, flow of execution. Look at the flow part. A, postman is giving request to refresh actuator. B, what is the B, guys? Postman is giving request to refresh actuator or not there. What is B? That is going to config server or not there. Okay. C, guys. What is there, guys? A, guys. B, config server. C. But when I give what? Refresh, request to refresh actuator, A, B, C, getting the change and populating the change of the property. Come on, which property modified that property? Now, E. Next one, when I give fresh request from browser or fresh request to MS, fresh request to what? MS, that is F. G. Because of refresh course, new object is created. Come on. Because of refresh course, new object is created. In the new object, what is injected, guys? Password is newly changed password is injected, guys. Come on. And that change will reflect over here or not there. That change will reflect over here or not there, guys. This is the main theme or not there. In real projects maintenance, the GitLab account data commons property will be modified and giving post mode request to refresh bit actuator will be taken care by what? DevOps team. Array, this work should be done by DevOps, not the end user. Because it's a technical data, na boss. Okay, guys. How to reflect the changes done in external config file or native config file to the MS project without restarting the config server and what? MS project. Tell me. We need to use Spring Actuator refresh in combination with what? At the rate refresh scope annotation. Are you getting my point? Okay, guys. This annotation makes the IOC container to create new object for REST controller of MS for every change that refresh actuator for injection. Every change that happens for what? Refresh actuator for what? Injection. Yeah, refresh actuator is the solution for this one or not there, guys? I think you thoroughly enjoyed what is the purpose of refresh actuator. Refresh actuator, refresh scope. Both are very, very important or not there. What refresh scope will do? Refresh scope annotation for every new object creation. For every method call, one new object. New object means new injection. Already refresh actuator is pulling the changes are not there. No, those changes will be kept in object are not there. So this is the working style, guys. This is the real working style of what? A refresh actuator. It look like bit difficult. That's why it won't be done by technical end users. It will be done by project development team or DevOps team. Then only changes will reflect. Otherwise, changes will not reflect until we restart the server. But restarting microservices, restarting config server every second minute is a good thought or bad thought? Definitely it's a bad thought. It's not a great thought, right? Okay. Let it be, guys. Okay, with this we completed. Now, I would like to talk about all the actuators that are there in one project. Spring Boot actuators. Nearly 15 plus actuators are there, and certain actuator is in such a fashion By giving request to actuator, we can shut down the microservice. We can stop the microservice. It's a real good benefit. One are not there, guys. We can definitely stop the microservice. What do you say, guys? It's possible or not possible? It's a definitely possible. It's a definitely possible. No second thought in that. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Super. Okay. So I'll talk more on actuators when we meet in what? Next session. Okay, now till now, whatever discussed, let me upload that, guys. Oh, it is.